This is the end. This is the end, my friend. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of the final movie in the How to Train Your Dragon series, How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. It's once again directed by Debois, and once again stars Jay Baruchel, America Ferrera, Cate Blanchett, Gerard Butler, Kit Harington, Jonah Hill, Kristen Wiig, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and F. Murray Abraham as the villain of Grimmel. So, this is the end of the series. It's the fitting conclusion to a series that began about 10 years ago. The group has aged about 4 or 5 years. They live in now this dragon utopia, but the problem with the utopia is the dragons are kind of overstuffing the world that they live in, so they have to go find a new home. But in the process, they're being chased by this character named Grimmel, who is a Night Fury hunter. They're basically taking on dragons. It's kind of like the same villain from the second story, which kind of stinks a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. So they go on this quest to find, not only a new place for them with their dragons, but Hiccup with his father, Stoic. Stoic told him when he was younger about this place called the Hidden World. And the Hidden World was a place like a sanctuary or a place for dragons, to be safe, to be away from humans, because humans are always known for killing things and taking down things and so on and so forth. And so they go on that quest to find it. And like I said, Grimmel's after them. And, this movie is an interesting movie because outside of the villain not being the greatest, it's still a great classic How to Train Your Dragon movie. It's a fitting conclusion to the series as a whole. And the reason I say that is because the first movie was about acceptance. It's about people accepting the different. The second movie was about family. It's about family being there for each other. It's about them, being one as a kind and so on and so forth. The third movie is, of course, kind of like a college movie in a way. Not really, but you'll get what I'm saying in a second. It's a movie about letting go. It's a movie about people growing up, becoming better, becoming bigger, having a family, having a life. Hiccup, who is so attached to Toothless, doesn't see Astrid's character how he should. Yeah, they're in love with each other, but Hiccup believes that Toothless, if he disappears, he's not going to be nothing, and he has to accept that Toothless is not always going to be there for him. And that's when the Light Fury comes in, and the Light Fury helps him to understand that Toothless needs something else. He needs to be with his kind. And the humans need to let these animals be what they are, which are animals and creatures that have, different personalities. They're always going to be there to protect the humans that, help them. But they need something else. And Toothless, when he finds the Light Fury, and what they say in the movie is that Light Furies and Night Furies, the Night Furies always mate for life, kind of like crabs and so on and so forth. And so the idea is that, Toothless has found this Light Fury. They start developing a relationship because they're two of a kind. And Toothless needs to move on. He needs to have a family. He needs to recreate the whole Night Fury because of the dwindling amounts that Grimmel has created. And I I can't not love this movie because it's just so heartwarming and heartbreaking in a sense that, everything you've seen, everything this has led up to is just so beautiful. It's just the friendship that Hiccup and Toothless have created it's like a one of a kind relationship. Yeah, it's a dragon and a human, but Toothless is just a fantastic creature character. He's a fun loving character. He almost plays like a dog in a way, but he has so much emotion. He has so much depth to him. And then Hiccup, who has grown throughout these movies, has the same type of feel to him, and they just work well together. But but just the fact that they need to grow apart from each other, it's a heartwarming thing, but it's also like a sad, emotional feel of the heart type of situation. And it's sad to see these things happen. But, like when you go off to college, the kid has to go away from the family and start their own life. And that's just the way these things work. And the fact that Hiccup will always have Toothless in a way, and the fact that, now he has Astrid's character to raise a family with, and he has his friends, and it's just, I mean, I I cried in the movie. It was so good. But yeah, the movie's awesome. The movie's fantastic. It's visually stunning as usual. Everything seems to enhance with what DreamWorks has just brought to the table with these types of movies. They rival any trilogy on the market, and it's so fantastic, and I love it. And once again, John Powell's score is amazing. Dan Debois is once again a fantastic director in this movie. They know how to stage action. There's a sequence that's not action oriented, but it's between the Light Fury and the Night Fury, and it's like a ride through the clouds, and it's just the idea of, they're going through like a thunderstorm. It's really beautiful, and just the look and feel. It feels like a real movie with the fantasy elements, which it is. It's a fantasy series, but I'm gonna leave it there. I definitely recommend it. Like I said, some of the side characters get a lot more play in this movie, and I think it has to do with them being bigger people. Kristen Wiig and Jonah Hill are now really popular actor and actresses. So they're gonna get a lot more play in this movie, which is kind of a downer, but overall, I cannot not recommend this movie. It's a fun family movie. It's like I said, even if you're not like a family member has a kid, still go see it because it's fantastic. And it was sad to see this story end, but you can always go back and revisit it. It's always going to be there for you, and you're always going to enjoy it in the end. So, but there you go. I'm trying I'm trying not to tear up, but it's a fun movie. It's fantastic. So, but there you go. As always, if you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check out the YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. Email enlapola113@gmail.com if you have any questions. So, what's your favorite part about the How to Train Your Dragon series? I know you guys haven't seen this movie yet. When you do see it, let me know in the comments below. Also, watch the review in the comments and tell me what you think. But otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next video.